Hey everybody, this is Cameron Porter from Robin Hood Studios. Very excited to talk to you today. Welcome to, this is one of our very first videos that's designed to help you as a small business owner understand how marketing can work for your business, what marketing is, and how to do it effectively. So what we're going to do is we're going to crash course cover a lot of basic marketing concepts and really try to illustrate how those apply to your business specifically. So to do that, today, first, this month, all this month, we're going to be talking about what's called the customer process. Now, if you go to college and you get a marketing degree, one of the very first things you're going to learn is the customer process. Now, what is it? Now, this is the customer process. Every customer that's going to utilize your services or purchase your goods or anything like that is going to have to go through these steps. Now, the first step is awareness. They have to be aware that your product exists. Next step is interest. They have to be interested in your product. And they have to be interested enough that they then choose to perform research. And when they do that research has to go well. And then they make a purchase decision. And then after they make their purchase decision, they're either glad they did it or they're mad that they did it. So that is the basic customer process. Now this seems pretty intuitive. Kind of almost obvious, like, well, yeah, duh, like I could have written that. And yeah, you probably could have. But the implications of this process are actually very, very important. So today we're going to answer a basic question. What is marketing? Marketing is figuring out how to get a customer to go through those steps. How do you get somebody aware of your product? How do you get their attention long enough for them to be aware that your product or service or your solution actually exists? Number two, how do you get them interested in it? How do you convince them that it is worthy of a little bit of research? And then, once they're researching, how do you make sure that they find what they need to find to be convinced to purchase your product or services? Okay? And then, of course, how to get them to purchase. That one should be pretty quick. And then how to make sure they're satisfied instead of remorseful. You don't want them to have remorse after they use your product. You want them to be satisfied after they use your product. So how do you make sure that's the case? Now, a lot of that goes back to having a good product. But there are plenty of good products out there with dissatisfied customers. And a lot of it comes down to managing expectations, making sure that your product is or service is positioned as the solution it should be positioned for. For example, we have cinema cameras. That's what we do most of our shooting on. If we were advertising ourselves as photographers using a cinema camera, we would probably have some dissatisfied customers because cinema cameras are not designed to take photos and vice versa. So a perfectly good product, but dissatisfied customers. Hopefully that makes sense. So you want to make sure that you figure out how to make your customers satisfied, and then you want to make sure you have a good, simple way to research or to purchase the product, and then you have to have ways. Once you've got those basic things, that's what a business is purchase and satisfaction. You have a product that people want and they're satisfied when they have it. If you have more customers who are remorseful than you do that are satisfied, you don't have a business, you have a scam, and you need to rethink your life. So getting a business is figuring that out. The next step is covering that research. As long as you are in business and you're not keeping it a secret, you're going to have people naturally trickle through the awareness and interest. It'll be a slow trickle, but it will be there. Friends, family, word of mouth referrals, that sort of thing is going to happen naturally. So you want to make sure that once they get to that research stage, once their buddy has said, hey, I recommend this guy, and they actually go to your website, well, do you have a website? And can they find reviews that say that you are going to solve their problem in the way they want it solved or not? Are you capturing the people that are coming to you already? So you want to make sure that you've figured out what your customers need to hear and how they need to hear it at the research stage. Once they're there, only after you've got that would I recommend trying to figure out how to get more people aware of and interested in your product. And that is the domain of advertising. Pretty much all public-facing ads fall under, or should be intended to get people aware of and interested enough in the product to then conduct research. That's why there's usually a call to action. Go to our website, head to our Facebook page, call us, chat us up on Instagram or whatever it is that they're using to capture those leads. Those call to actions really shouldn't generally be purchases. Say, hey, buy now, an ad, because they're skipping a step. Unless it's a type of product where the research is very quick, like a candy bar, then it's not going to work very well. You want to have a call to action that prompts them to conduct research. I'm kind of blitzing through this, and I know that, but the key thing is the study of marketing, the entire world of marketing, is all about answering the question, how? How do we get people aware? How do we get people interested? How do we get people to do the research? And how do we make sure that that research goes well so that they then purchase? How? So if you are trying to answer those questions, if you're struggling to find the answers to those questions, rest assured that you're in very good company. Every single company that lasts longer than a year asks the same questions. Okay? You need to be asking those questions. They're the right questions to ask. And the difficulty is just finding the answers to how. And that's something that we're more than happy to help with. If you would like assistance answering those questions on how, we can do that. We do that every day for our customers through video, online video primarily. So let us know, reach out, and also feel free to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can catch up with more quick tips on marketing. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.